Welcome to Tales We Thought We Knew, because every fairy tale is more than once upon a time. Today, we're following a little girl in red through the woods to grandmother's house. You know the story, or do you? So let's tell a story. Once upon a time, a little girl in a red hood was skipping through the woods on her way to grandmother's house. Trouble's brewing. She meets a wolf who strikes up a seemingly friendly conversation. He runs off down the path, where she's headed, and decides to take a little detour. You know the rest of the story. The wolf eats the grandmother, then he eats the girl, and they live happily ever after. Just kidding, not exactly. The hunter shows up, saves the day, and all ends well. Or does it? How many times have you heard this tale? Do you think you know it by heart? Because today I'm asking, do we really know the stories we think we do? Because every fairy tale is more than once upon a time. And in today's episode of Tales We Thought We Knew, we're uncovering the deeper meaning in the familiar story of Little Red Riding Hood. The first thing to consider is the title. Who's Little Red Riding Hood? Well, as you probably guessed, it's the girl. But why does she have a hood? And why is it red? Red is a powerful color, one of the first colors any of us learned, along with blue, yellow, and green. Red evokes strong emotions and grabs our attention. It's the color of blood and courage, life and passion, love and loss. So what does it mean for this girl to wear red? What does it say about her? Well, she's young, innocent, maybe even naive. The hood could symbolize her youthful curiosity. And since she's alone in the forest, it could represent her vulnerability too. But why a wolf? Wolves often represent danger, sure, but also power, loyalty, and even intelligence. They live in packs, hunt together, and communicate through a variety of howls and body language. So when the wolf approaches the girl, it's a significant moment. When animals show up in stories, they're usually teaching us something. Think about it. The wolf is one of the only characters we meet that doesn't have human qualities. It exists outside society's rules. So how does the wolf challenge the girl? Well, let's look at their conversation. The wolf asks simple questions, but his tone is manipulative. He's charming, maybe even disarming. He compliments her and makes her feel special, which makes it easier for him to persuade her to pick flowers or to gather some herbs. But he has an ulterior motive, right? He wants her to stray from the path. In other words, the wolf represents temptation. He tempts the girl with flattery and distraction so she get lost, so she be vulnerable, so he can pounce. And what does he pounce on? Her innocence, her naivete, her trusting nature. But the girl is only one part of this story. We have to consider the other characters too. There's the grandmother. Now, in most versions, the grandmother is pretty helpless. She needs the woodsman to save her, just like the girl. She's frail and weak, possibly even frail of mind. So what does that say about the third character, the woodsman? Well, he's a savior, that's for sure. Some versions of the story have him rescue the girl and the grandmother without killing the wolf. Is that a subtle message about forgiveness? Maybe. Others have him cut the wolf open and release their entrails. Ouch, that definitely teaches us a lesson about facing your fears head on and fighting back against predators. So what should we take away from all of this? How should Red Riding Hood have changed our lives? For starters, always listen to your gut. Even if the wolf is charming, even if he seems nice, if your instincts tell you to run, you should probably do that. Trust your voice. Don't let anyone else speak for you, especially if they have fangs. And finally, be aware of your surroundings. It's okay to stop and smell the roses, but make sure you don't lose your way. In the story, the girl is literally getting lost, but in life, we can get lost too. We can lose sight of our goals or our dreams. We can become distracted by the wolves in sheep's clothing. So, what do you think? Does this tale surprise you? Did you see it this way before? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed peeling back the layers of fairy tales with me, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who still believes there's more behind Once Upon a Time. Until next time, remember, not every wolf looks like a monster.